Hi everybody, thanks for joining Create with Dee. Today we'll be making this little thinking of you card using the color tones of Rich Razzleberry and Whisper White and featuring the paper that is found in the Cottage Wall collection. It's got so many different patterns and it's really pretty, and they're double-sided paper. I just think you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Okay, so let's get started making this card. This is a card that I made for a swap recently. It's my first swap, and so the gals that are included in my swap, each of them will get one of these cards, and I'll be posting on my blog some of the cards I get in return from the swap. So hopefully they like this card. Okay, so just made our traditional card base out of an 8.5 by 5.5 cardstock, folded in half. And to make the little bunny, it's out of punches, and I'm using oval punches this go around. And we're going to take one of the big oval, and we are going to need 2 of the medium, and 1 of the small. And see, the back side's just as pretty as the front side here, so it's going to be, but I think I'm going to go with the darker side of this. Okay, to make our bunny, you can see how it's coming together already. It's basically that, but I decided I wanted his head to be trimmed down a little bit, so this was made with the medium punch. So I'm just going to come in from this side and make his head about the size I want. And there's no right or wrong, just again, whatever size you might want to trim it to. And then I'll take some scissors, maybe just take that point off just a little bit. Okay, so that's going to make up his head and then his ears. Okay, we'll get assembling this guy using snail adhesive. Put it there, put his head down first. I'm going to put this on the tippy top of the top part here. And I think I'm going to have his head angled, maybe a little more than what I did in the one that's shown there. And get his ear put on. Okay, so that's it. And that's our little bunny. And what I'm going to do is I'm taking my white gel pen and I'm going to make faux stitches on him. On this one, I went ahead and put the bunny on the card and then I did it, but I think my lesson learned is I'm going to do it on some scratch paper. And I'm just going to make some false stitches all the way across. So this is a nice technique without having to actually have a sewing machine, and you know, it's just giving the appearance that it's been quilted or stitched onto the card. And so just every piece of it, it almost gives that applique look. It's probably not picking up on camera really good with the white on the white, but okay, so that's how you make fake stitches on it. And the layering pieces are Whisper White that I ran through my Big Shot, and I use this textured background one, and I use this larger swirl just for adding that extra dimension on the back of it. So I doubt that you can really see it, but it is texturized a little bit. And the layering pieces are the Rich Razzleberry is a 3x4, and then I took the Whisper White down 1/4 of an inch on all sides, so this is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then it's just a matter of applying a little snail adhesive on our fake quilted bunny. Oops, I'm going to have it face me for just a second. And again, just put a little snail adhesive on the back. Okay, so that's that part of it. And the Thinking of You stamp, and oh my goodness, where did it go? Oops, just a second. Here we are. The Thinking of You stamp is from the Teeny Tiny Word collection stamp set. And I've got some rich Razzleberry classic ink. And I'm just going to stamp this directly on the front of the card down in the lower corner. Thinking of You. Then I've got a rich Razzleberry polka dot ribbon. And putting the snail adhesive just directly on the ribbon. And this is cut, let's see here. It's right about 5 inches. I'm going to trim it down once I get it put on. And again, just taking a pair of scissors, coming in and trim it. These are not my bestest scissors. I'll come back and kind of clean this up just a little bit. And then using dimensionals, put some dimensionals on the back. I'll pop this up. I went with the Thinking of You instead of a Happy Easter because I thought that even though at the time of this video it is Easter time, I thought, you know, it's just kind of nice to have an all-purpose card that's, you know, that you can use. Oh, and I got one more thing. I wanted to save this for last. I have just normal little cotton balls, or not cotton balls, but the little pom-pom balls. And I'm going to go ahead and using my dauber, get those inked up. The reason why I wanted to save them for last is that it gets my hands all inky and my nails, and I wanted to make 2 little bunny tails for each. And so this is a good way of getting the color tones to match. Obviously I didn't have to go out and try to find a purple pom-pom to use for his tail, but I can just incorporate the ink color by just getting that all, you know, daubed up. And taking fabric glue, I'll glue on his little bunny tail. So I hope you enjoy making that. It's a, you know, to use either the stitch technique to make your own little quilted patterns and just another optional bunny punch. Hope you enjoy it. Have a great day, everybody. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.